Hi, my name is Cosondra. I'm hanging out here with Phantom Planet in Portland, Oregon.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Sam. I'm Alex.
I'm Darren.
You have a new record out called Raise the Dead. Is there any sort of inspiration this record came from?
Yeah, I mean, besides writing from the heart, which is what we always do, there's a lyrical theme throughout the new record of cult music, historical things said, which is a little dark, but I felt like it really helped tie things in to help describe the stuff we were going through.
What do you mean it's a little dark themed?
Well, I really liked the interplay, or even the fight between the music being pretty accessible, with the lyrics being pretty dark. If you just read the lyrics by themselves, I don't know if you'd even want to be talking to me right now. What inspired me first was I listened on the Library of Congress online, the Jonestown 40-minute tape of the suicide, which was heartbreaking and horrible, but I felt really strongly about it, and to feel strongly about anything is a good reason to make you create stuff. And I did a lot of studying after that of the Manson family, Heaven's Gate, the Branch Davidians, Shurinkyo from Japan.
Well, I like the theme of double entendre is what I liked about what he was talking about. Like having two meanings to all your lyrics is great, especially if you can tell a sad story in a happy way. Kind of, I think that's great. But cults are messed up.
Oh yeah, I also agree. Cults are completely messed up, but that's why I find them so fascinating. I mean, almost every single cult has ended historically in something extremely tragic and hurtful. And in no way is the record like trying to be a proponent of cults or cult leaders or anything like that. It's more just an exploration in a dark side of humanity.
So, one of the featured songs on there is called Do the Panic. Is there a certain cult that inspired that song specifically?
No, not that one. That's probably the only song that just sort of deals with doomsday. Not necessarily any particular doomsday cult or anything, but that story is mostly towards a friend who was going through what he thought was doomsday in a relationship.
You guys have been on tour for about a year straight. Are you guys getting sick of each other? Does anybody have any bad habits that we should be aware of?
We were at a bar, and I sat down with a glass of wine, and I sighed because I was really happy to sit down and to unwind. And Jeff looked at me and he goes, "I hate sounds." I'm like, what do you mean?
It's the little things that start killing each other.
We love each other, but yes,
I wanted to kill Darren this morning because he didn't want to give me a bite of his egg.
Let me tell that story too. I tend to drink a lot of Sam's drinks when he has drinks. He's always very generous. They bring out this little tiny egg and cheese sandwich.
It was for
on
breakfast.
A plate.
It was a breakfast muffin.
Very, very small. He gets a plate that's like the biggest plate I've ever seen, with cucumbers and tomatoes and egg and bread. It was a beautiful plate. And he's asking to have a bite of my egg sandwich. It just cracked me up, So I was an asshole, I'll admit. But afterwards I did offer to because I felt like an ass, but he didn't take a bite.
Witnessing it, I just felt bad for humanity. It's like both sides of just the worst, like gluttony and what is the other one? Where you keep everything? Is that still gluttony? Greed. Thank you. I don't know what that word means.
So you guys had some donuts this morning in Portland. Where was that?
Still having them. Voodoo Donuts, just down the street. We got 2 buckets. Alex got 2 buckets for $5. Yeah.
The day-old ones. But I bought donuts because I think after our show I'm going to give them out to people who are waiting to meet us in the parking lot. My favorite donut from Voodoo Donuts is the white one. Like, it's regular donut, not like old-fashioned or anything, with the white frosting on top, with the orange bits of Butterfinger stuff on them. That's awesome.
The Butterfingering. It's very clever. Yeah.
I love getting Butterfingered. That's for sure. Give them.
Very sweet.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So did you guys post something about you wanting donuts?
No, we just talk about it.
We go there every single time. We actually made a special stop a couple trips ago. We weren't even playing in Portland, but we stopped here just to get Voodoo Donuts. I think we got like 3 boxes, and it's all we ate for about 36 hours. It was disgusting. Good things come in pink boxes.
Portland is our favorite place. You've got the Jupiter Hotel, and you got Voodoo Donuts, and it's all we need. So, after talking about the fact that we just got a delivery of donuts, the other night we got a girl gave Darren a painting of a unicorn and a Darth Vader mask, I believe. What did she give you?
I got whatever, like a Jango Fett mask, but like white. So I don't know what. It's like a Clone War era mask. And since I'm not in that deep in the Clone War mythology, I have no idea. But it was a cool mask, and Batman gloves that go.
What did they give you?
I got a Sudoku book.
I got a Captain Morgan towel, which is awesome. It's actually a really cool towel.
You guys do realize how many gifts you're going to get after this interview is posted?
I need a new pair of these exact shoes. Size 10 and a half. Because they're falling apart. That's all.
I already have a pair of them, but there's these great Levi's designed by Damien Hirst that were inspired by Andy Warhol that were like $300.
It's like 2 different artists combined.
But they're amazing, ridiculous jeans, and they're very difficult to find. So I'd love those for Christmas. More of them.
Some company came out with a Knight Rider GPS that I heard about from my friend Lewis that has like the red light on it. New Knight Rider, which I haven't seen, but if you're going to use a Mustang, get out of here. This one has the robot or the whatever that computer, that's the car going like you can actually pick your name out of the list and it'll go, Alex, turn left here. That seems kind of fun.
I mean, I'll always accept like a hand-rolled joint or something. That works.
Are there any crazy encounters with fans that you've had?
The craziest thing that happened, and crazy in a good way, was in San Francisco. I did an acoustic show after our set outside of the Fillmore, and there was a huge group of people that came out to see it, and we were just surrounded by 80 people maybe. Doesn't that sound right? And it was in a park right next to the Fillmore, and it got broken up after one song just immediately. So this one girl's like, well, my apartment's right down the street. Does everybody want to go there? I was like, you're entering a world of pain by inviting all of these people. And she's like, no, it's totally cool. We're going to get kicked out of this place anyway. And we went in there. It's a tiny place, but we've crammed 80 people in it, and literally there was no space to practically breathe. And if there had been a fire, that would have been the worst thing ever. But anyway, we ended up staying there for like an hour and playing like a full show. And then I ended up getting drunk and just sleeping over at that girl's apartment. There's like 6 people living there. There's like 3 guys, 3 girls. I just crashed on the couch.
Are there any accessories that you guys like to hoard yourself in? Do you like shoes, glasses, necklaces, bracelets, things of that nature?
I like a good necklace here or there. For some reason, I'm pretty old. I'm nearing 30, sorta. But I just started growing chest hair. I don't know how that happens because I remember learning in biology class or health class that you stop growing at around 24. That didn't happen. I think I just started. So I like necklaces to sort of hide my embarrassing chest hair. But I love canvas shoes, and I got these in England at a store called Top Man, and I think they're selling stuff here in the States now. But they're pretty cheap and they're good.
My favorite shoes are pretty new. A new company called Zurich. I'm not wearing them right now because they fell apart on me from wearing them every single day. But I am getting a couple pairs soon. So.
And what's your guys' favorite beverage of choice?
Starbucks.
Water.
Starbucks.
What at Starbucks?
Decaf espresso.
That would be a passion iced tea lemonade unsweetened from Starbucks, venti size.
No, at night it'd be a beer.
What type of beer?
Stella.
Stella and
Captain and Coke.
If we're talking nighttime, Johnny Walker Blue. That's the greatest beverage ever.